Trojan Sports Now.
Hello and welcome to Trojan Sports Now. I'm your host Ryan Renfro, and today we are joined by senior softball player Hannah Day. Hannah, thanks so much for coming in today.
No problem.
We're going to jump right into this season. You guys are 12-4 on the year, having a pretty awesome, successful year so far. What's different about this season than last season? Y'all just on a roll right now.
Right now, our hitting is clicking and our defense is outstanding. And like Coach Mullen says, you know, hitting, defense and pitching is going to win championships. And right now, our defense is just absolutely amazing. And it's great to see that our pitching staff is getting better each game, which is great because we don't want them to be at their best now. We want it to be at the end when they're at their best, and they're continuing to get better. Right,
and you are a senior. I think you guys have 7 seniors so far this season. In what ways have you kind of stepped into a senior role, a leadership role on this team this season?
Like stepping into a senior role, I mean, it's being at a JUCO and being a sophomore, because that's kind of like a senior. It really hasn't felt like that big of a transition to being a senior this year. But just like helping out like freshmen, like our freshman catcher, just helping her out at that position and just getting them, you know, game ready for different situations. Not much has changed because we're all just the same out there.
Right, and you guys are on a roll right now. You won 5 games over the weekend. 5 games, I think, in 3 days, right? Friday, yes. Saturday, and Sunday. What's clicking for you guys right now?
Timely hitting right now. I mean, we played a lot of great teams this weekend, and I mean, we had to fight hard for each win, and I think that helped us out a lot, having to fight for those wins instead of just like the team just rolling over. I feel like we fought really hard to win those games, and our hard work has showed.
Right, and you guys played this weekend over in Nashville, Tennessee, correct? First game this Friday against Lipscomb. What are you guys doing to prepare for that game?
I mean, Coach will show us film, you know, we'll go over, but really we're just going to go out there and play Troy softball, and we play against ourselves in the game. So we really don't see the other opponent. We see Troy softball.
Right. Now let's talk a little bit about you. You came from Northwest Florida State, correct? JUCO.
Yeah.
What brought you to Troy?
Well, Troy recruited me along with Auburn and Samford, and when I came to Troy, you know, my sister was here for 4 years, and you know, it's close to home, and it's a great program, and I just wanted to be a part of it. So.
And your sister, you said, she ran cross country here at Troy, correct?
No, she ran cross country in high school.
High school,
yeah.
Okay. So 2 competitive siblings going at it. Did you guys push each other, you know, out on, you know, athletically? Or?
Yeah, we did. When she was younger, she was into like different sports, but cross country and track were her big focus, and softball and other sports were mine. But yeah, we had some rivalry going on.
Now, one person in your family that does have some experience, you know, up at MLB, I'll just go ahead and say it.
Yeah.
Your father played for the Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah, he was a minor league baseball player for the Reds. Yeah.
How is that, you know, as a softball player, to have a father that played in the major leagues to, you know, teach you the ways of the game?
It's a great advantage. I mean, he knows the game so well, and I've learned pretty much almost everything that I know from him, and I'm just really blessed to have him as my coach pretty much for my entire life. But no, it's great. He has so much knowledge of the game, and I'm still trying to learn from him. So.
Right, that's awesome. And I do want to ask, when did you start playing softball? Did you just pick up a softball one day and just start going?
My dad actually thought there was no hope for me for softball at the beginning.
What?
I was a big soccer fan when I was little, and then when I got in elementary school, a lot of friends played it, and it looked fun, and so I just jumped in, and my dad was all about it because he was a baseball player, and so ever since then, it just kind of took off from there.
That's awesome. And you also, in high school, you played volleyball, and then you also lifted weights a pretty good bit, correct?
Yeah.
What was it about lifting weights? You know, I think that kind of led, you definitely have some strength, because this season you have, I think, last season you had 6 home runs. You've already surpassed that this season, and you're 5th in the nation in home runs. So you got some strength, you got some pop to the bat. So what's been your approach this season at the plate?
To not think, really. I mean, it's the last year, so I'm just out there having fun, you know, doing whatever I can for my team. So it's just letting go and having fun. You
guys are having, I mean, 12-4 is not a bad way to start the season off.
No, it's not.
For anybody. What's it been like to play with, 6 other seniors on your team, your senior year here at Troy?
It's amazing. I mean, they're not just my teammates, they're my best friends on and off the field. But it's just, it's great having them out there, like having so many seniors on the field. It's great because we can help our freshmen, our underclassmen, get them ready, and it's just like a lot of maturity on the field, you know, and it's great to have them out there.
I think that goes a long way, having that senior leadership. We talk about it a lot with any sport really, but with softball, I mean, you guys are going ahead to Nashville, like I said, this weekend. How is that senior leadership going to play? Because it's your first or your second time going away from Troy this season. I think it's your second.
It's our second.
Second. How is that going to play a role in this season, you know, the way you guys lead the younger?
I think it's going to play a good role, but I mean, it's not that big because all these younger girls are used to traveling because so much of travel ball and all that, so they're used to going on the road and playing at different places. But it's going to be a good experience for them, especially the freshmen, to get to know a different atmosphere than Troy's. But I think it's going to be a great experience for everybody. I mean, I'm excited.
Awesome. Let's talk a little bit about you. I have some fun questions I like to ask everybody that comes in. We'll start off. What is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie.
Favorite movie.
Oh my gosh.
The first one that comes to your head.
Probably The Avengers.
The Avengers.
I'm a big Avengers fan.
See, I'm a big DC comic. Like I like DC. The Batman vs Superman movie's coming out. I think May 16th. So I'm excited about that one. What about the last book you read?
Oh gosh. I don't even remember the last book I read besides for school, but gosh, it's probably a long time ago. Probably the Twilight Series, I guess.
I will say I read that as well. I like Twilight. It was a good book. I saw the movies and everything. Like pretty good stuff. What do you do in your free time if you have any? I know you're an exercise science major here at Troy. So
during the off season, like when we're at home, I enjoy doing CrossFit a lot. I'm hoping to get into that competitively maybe when I'm done with softball. But I mean, just hanging out with my family, you know. Awesome. Those are my best friends.
So you would go into if you graduate from Troy and you finish softball here, would you like to go into CrossFit? I mean,
I'd love to.
What it is about CrossFit that you like so much?
I like the competitive atmosphere because I've been competing like in different sports my whole life, and it's going to be hard to just cut it, you know, when I'm done. And CrossFit's just a great atmosphere to be in and to stay fit.
Gotcha.
So. And
you said earlier you also play soccer, or you used to play soccer.
I used to play soccer, yes.
Awesome. Do you ever play that? I mean, is it strictly softball and CrossFit now, or?
Yeah, it is.
Gotcha.
My dad wants to get into golf when I get done.
Golf?
Yeah.
Golf is fun, I will say that. Golf is always a good sport to take up, as long as you don't let your emotions get the best of you.
Yeah, that's what he told me. Because my sister's taking it up now, and so that's just going to be a good family rivalry when I get done.
For sure. Well, Hannah, thank you so much for joining us today.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
And good luck this weekend in Nashville, Tennessee.
Thank you.
And thank you as well for tuning in. Be sure to stay up to date on all Troy sports. And remember, go Trojans.